Hey everyone, I'm Laura Brandao, the chair of the New Jersey MBA Women's Committee, and today I am joined by the lovely Courtney Graham. She is the Chief Marketing Officer at Princeton Mortgage, and she is going to share with us her how and her why. Courtney, first off, thank you so much for being part of the New Jersey MBA's Women's Committee. And now, please share with us, how did you make your journey into the mortgage industry?
Awesome. Well, thank you, Laura. Thank you so much for that intro. I'm so excited to be a part of this women's committee and so excited to kind of share my story today. I think we all have those really funny stories about accidentally falling into the mortgage industry. Mine is definitely very similar. I started out my career in advertising and was at an advertising agency. I loved what I was doing. Loved the people I was working with, the things that I was learning. I was working a ton. 80 plus hour weeks were very standard. I remember very distinctly, I was pregnant with my first daughter and was having a conversation with my boss at the time. And she just very casually told me that she hadn't seen her kids in 2 weeks from the amount of time that she was working. And it was like, at that moment, I was just like, I know women do this and that's great. And, more power to them, but it's not for me right now. So, a couple weeks before I had my first daughter, I quit and I just took a step back and I was just like, I don't know exactly what's next, but I know for right now, I just need a little bit of a break to kind of figure out what's next. So I was just, kind of doing a couple part-time things, always doing kind of some sort of marketing consulting. I was doing some part-time marketing work for my church, actually. And the CEO of Princeton Mortgage at the time, he came in and he was, with his wife, and they had been looking around for churches in the area. And he was like, I really need someone to help out from a marketing perspective, but I don't know how. And he's like, I wonder who's doing the work at this church. And so anyways, fast forward, we got in touch and I started working with him. His pitch, his sell to me was like, hey, just come and work with me for just a couple hours a week. We'll start there.
Yeah, that's how they always get us, Courtney.
We'll start real slow. Like, I understand, at the time I had one daughter, I was pregnant with my second daughter. And so I was like, we'll just start real slow. And fast forward, a couple of years of working part-time, I finally made the decision to go all in full-time. Just kind of fell more and more in love with the industry over time and the work that we were doing. And fast forward from that was 6 years ago. Wow. So now have 4 kids and have been in the industry for about 6 years and loving it.
Well, it sounds to me like the industry found you also. Yeah. I think it's certainly one of those things that it was a mutual find. Oh, I love
absolutely.
That. Love
absolutely.
That. Okay. So now, you and I met actually a year ago, I guess the beginning of 2020, before all the craziness happened. And you had reached out to me because we had been planning our very first women's event at the 2020 New Jersey MBA conference, which didn't occur. And you had said, hey, I'm Courtney from Princeton Mortgage, and this looks great. How can I help? Which I always, always, always truly appreciate, because we should all be looking for those types of opportunities or those type of things that you feel a connection and you reached out. We didn't know each other. We had never met before. And you said, hey, what's the worst thing that can happen? She says either no or she says nothing.
Right. Absolutely.
Nothing. So we immediately did connect. And from that moment, I knew that I needed you on the women's committee. So please tell us, and we're thankful that you said yes.
Yeah.
So now tell us, why was it important for you to join us and be part of the women's committee?
Yeah, it's, I'm so thankful too, Laura, that you said yes. It is so true. It's, you don't know how those conversations are going to go. And I always think to myself, when you kind of get that, I always kind of get that little feeling in my gut, like, oh, I think this is something I should do. I think this is something I should act on. So, yes. So I always say, fortune favors the bold. And so I said, you know what? I've seen Laura out and about. I've seen the cool things that she's a part of and how she's supporting women. And it was something that I immediately just wanted to be a part of. And I think that that's something that's so special about women's groups and putting a group of like-minded people together is it's just a great opportunity for people who are similar to you. They have similar experiences. They have the same struggles that you do. And for us to have an opportunity to surround ourselves with those people so that we can just continue to learn and encourage and support each other. I was like, of course, that is something that I want to be a part of. So that's, why I reached out to you and I was like, sign me up.
Well, we are very thankful that you did that. You are vital and a great asset to the team. And we love your expertise. And that's the beauty of a women's group, right? We
Absolutely.
all have different expertise. We all have a different approach and we've had different experiences that we're bringing forward to work together. So once again, to everyone out there that is watching this, please, we want you to be part of the group also. We need your expertise. We need your opinions and your perspectives and your insights, because that's how we continue to serve and grow and be better together. So please, we're encouraging all of you, and stay tuned and watch for some of the things that we're doing, because we have a lot of great things planned this year. And Courtney, thank you for being part of the Women's Committee, and we'll see you soon.
Absolutely. Thanks, Laura.